welcome to WIP IT Thursdays, and I am running a little solo for now. Some other guys may come in later. I am experimenting, trying to build a recipe for my characters, and I'm trying to narrow that down to what I want to do. Trial and error of mix and matching parts to get some. I want something bigger than a Vulcan. Be great if I already had access to that new Punisher that's coming out in the 2-pack. But in the meantime, I am looking at trying out different parts. Good evening, Big Zero Dad. How are you doing this evening? One thing I'm coming up with is using some the suited body, like the Dormammu and Red Skull like bodies. I was trying out the lower legs, and on this one here, I got the legs from the Safari Jacket Wonderman and the boots, and it does add a little extra height to the body, so that could be a potential there. Same legs, but these are long shot boots. They're loose right now, but with some heat shrink to make the pegs a little bigger, I think that could work, which adds even more height to the body. So I don't know. Trying some stuff out, see what I can come up with. And we got builds. I got a couple more of these Star Lords in my boxes of fodder somewhere, and I just gotta find them. Try to find them before the stream and ran out of time. I got stacked up over here. So I don't know. I'm trying to make my mind up what I want to do there. Also I was thinking about even using this torso. Let's go ahead and go with this torso. I don't know. See, pop these off. These figures with the softer hips, you just don't hardly even need to heat them up. Sometimes with the pop them onto the hip, off the hips and back on the hips. Already have some little bit of clearance in too, make the legs come together a little bit more too on this. And that's another option. But, this ends up being about you get that much difference in height. But doing that's kind of mod. Trying to decide what I want to do. But in the meantime, I gotta do some touch-ups on this head I was working on. This is a new Krypton Superman head casting I did. I did a push mold of this Parker head and to get the hairpiece. So I didn't want to sacrifice. This is one of my Peter Parker heads. So I made a push mold and was able to graft the hair onto it. I got a little bald spot I didn't notice. I need to fix that. I'm going to mix up some epoxy. Take care of that. This kind of process, I like using the Aves Epoxy Sculpt. Works with the push, I got some texture stamps for the hair already fixed up. So that's what I want to do. Actually, I might just go ahead and make a new one. go ahead and make a new one. Pop this in some hot water. This is blue stuff from Green Stuff World. It's moldable silicone that you can reuse and make push molds out of. Great stuff to have. Get nice and hot. Don't need a whole lot of this. Not miss much in the back. Need to get working on. Oh, Peg Zero Dad, the head I'm going to paint up for you. What body is this going on? So we can match up the flesh tones. Yeah, it's the exact same stuff I just got out. What hands can we use with Marvel Legends on the Warpath body? He's got, those are some pretty big arms. The forearms are huge. So you got to be mindful of that when you're picking out hands. We'll try a few here in a second. You about have to basically go for larger figures, use of hands. Before that, grab our blue stuff. Are the new Luke Cage hands compatible? They will probably be a little small. I'll try some here in a second. It's for Power Princess, the new one. Okay, I got you. I got one sitting right here. That's eventually going to be a Wonder Woman. So what I'm going to do is take this, just push it in the, what are you doing? I need a smaller piece. So I don't need to mold too much. Let that sit, let it cool down. I have a cage hand here, a cage hand here, and it fits, but looks a little small. These forearms are gigantic on this figure. Let's see. That's some other hands right here somewhere. Here's a Hercules hand. Even and the Hercules hands still looks a little small too. What you might want to do is Dremel down the forearm a little bit and resculpt it. Taper it down a little bit more. Make it a little more natural looking. Because these forearms are just like cartoonish style. Unless you want to go with something like what else? Can't think of any other. What about they're about this. Hyperion hands are a little bigger, but they got a different style peg. You'd have to like shave down the pegs. I had some Thor hands laying here somewhere. This is a Thor fist, and it's small. Yeah, he's got eyeball forearms, so it's hard to match up just exactly what you need. Like to mix in the epoxy. Oh, we got a SDA in the house. Family.
Family, 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 family.
Cool, she's a great new female body, and thanks again for doing that. I hope your hand is improving. It's slowly getting there, but it's definitely a slow recovery. A lot slower than I thought it was going to be. Appreciate you covering that head too. I'm at the end of a hard enough day. Don't need to do that before I go to bed. Teach me how to change the arms on the Warpath body. Yeah, these are Thor shoulders. I drilled out the sockets to where I can actually plug these in, increase the diameter of the opening on the shoulder. That way I can plug these in, and with the Hercules arms plug right into the Thor shoulders. So that looks so much better. Also, to do that, I had to come down into the lats, shave it off a little bit, allow enough clearance there. Get the arms come down, and these arms look so much better on this body. Good evening. How you feeling?
A little bit stable right now, but yeah, I don't know what's.
What'd you eat today?
Nothing out of the ordinary. It's yeah, it just hit me all of a sudden. I have a body soreness too.
Oh, cool. That's working out pretty good. I've just didn't notice it until I hit the primer on it. I missed a little, there's a bald patch right here.
Little
So
stress patch.
He's got a stress pattern baldness.
Hello, everyone in the chat. I see Peggy Zero Dad's in the house.
I just asked him, like, I got that head I got painted up for him, and so that's what body he wants to match it up to. It's the Power Princess.
Oh yeah. I still haven't found her anywhere. She's a hard one to get, eh?
Yeah, she sold out pretty quick.
I haven't even seen her online anywhere. Like, I mean, unless you want to pay like eBay prices and stuff, but like no retailers have her, nothing. Hopefully they restock her, man. I want that figure.
Been trying out some different recipes. Just trying to get just the body just right for Solarian.
Yeah. Yeah, you're working with a couple of things there. It's still looking good though. I like the idea.
Yeah, I got a couple of these too. I just got to find them. A couple more of these. I sacrificed the forearms off this. When you put the legs on there, looks pretty good. You do the
plus the blue, yeah. Might as well use the blue if you're going to use it, right?
Yeah. I would have to put some heat shrink on those pegs down at the bottom because they're loose right now.
Yeah.
This adds some height. Come on, there you go. Popped in. Heat none. It would work easier, but you can muscle it in there. But that's kind of nice looking build too.
It is. I like it.
Add some height. He's going to be, that would make him kind of tall.
A little bit taller doesn't hurt.
Well, that's what I mean. I want him taller. It's like that's the whole. Then you got this type of build with just putting those type of legs and keeping the original boots on, which is the same body. Just I guess got the Corsair's arms on here.
I don't know if you saw this comment. Christian Sepulveda is asking.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Peggy Zero Dad. Oh. Still haven't touched that A-bomb thing that I was working on. Ever since that day, I figured, you know what, sometimes just walk away for a bit and then try to come at it again at a different angle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one of the things that actually crossed my mind was getting it to be perfect is going to be like damn near impossible in that situation. So even if I undershoot it a bit, I was thinking probably add some O-rings just to put in there so that it kind of takes up the gap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would work. Christian is also saying I can watch the new figure Hasbro needs to make for the movie Red Hulk. You know it'll be coming for sure.
Well, they re-release. Target's been getting restocks of the comic book Red Hulk for the movie.
Yeah, I've noticed somebody just reviewed him a little while, and I was thinking that review is like from like it's a recent review. I'm thinking why now? And then I kind of figured because of the movie. But this, I'm wondering if they're going to take advantage of this movie and possibly get a new Buck out there for the Hulk. Do you know what I mean? Or are they going to just go reuse?
Yeah, it's hard to tell with Hasbro.
Like, I mean, if they're going to make a new body for this Red Hulk, at least we know we'll be getting a Green Hulk on it too, if it's a good body.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they give us a little bit of butterfly in the front, man. I hope they can get something going with that.
I'm gonna let that set for a bit. For the thing with this Aves epoxy sculpt, you gotta let it sit for a while before you can actually sculpt with it. Like start to harden up a little bit.
Easier to work with once it starts setting, right?
Yep.
I've yet to work with that.
You gotta let it sit for like about 30 minutes or something like that before you touch it. And so there's my push mold that I want to use on it. I'm going to
Peggy Zero Dad's asking if I considered swapping the shoulder peg for the one fits, like slice into it and swap it over with the ones for the bath torso you're using. They're kind of undersized for that. The first Abomination, I guess we call it the comic book Abomination Build-A-Figure. The shoulders, the actual shoulder balls where the peg goes into.
They're like the ones that click in.
Yeah, but I think he's saying to actually cut out the peg with the circular ball that goes into the shoulder, that little disc there. But I think it's going to be a little too small to go into the armadillo shoulders because they're a lot bigger. Like the actual shoulder balls. Which is why I kind of want those arms in there as well, right? But yeah, there's a lot of I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm still thinking about it. But...
Oh, and the next question in the chat. 100% Warpath. McFarlane's butterfly joints are not butterfly joints. They're just a long ball peg that float. Yeah, they're horrible.
A circular disc that he puts in there.
It's just like a cover. It's not really even a butterfly joint. These are better.
Yeah, that floating piece that McFarlane uses gives you a tiny bit of movement, but it's not. I wouldn't. No way I'd call that a butterfly joint.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw somebody had permission from Shartimus Prime to air pieces of the interview between him and McFarlane. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen it.
They got into the scale issue, and it kind of you could tell it was starting to get a little bit. I don't know what you'd say. It started to get heated, but it kind of you can see that Shartimus didn't want to get into it.
Yeah.
So he kind of backed it up a little bit. But man, I tell you one thing. I know we joke around about McFarlane and stuff like that, but when you heard him say, I'm gonna try to find it in my history and I'll send it to you. If you hear what he's saying about scale, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. Like,
what did he say?
Because I guess they were talking about the statues, the Marvel statues that he's doing, and I guess Shartimus was saying, they'll be cool to have. He goes, but something like that, I want to put them beside each other. So I'm kind of hoping that they all scale properly. And then he turns around and he goes, oh, what? Like, he gets defensive when you talk about scale. He started saying, look, you can see some of Shartimus's shelves behind him. He goes, look, I'm looking at your shelf there. Is everything scale on your shelf right now? He goes, well, I kind of do stick with pretty much the same scale figures, Todd? He goes, I do. And then he's like, no, he goes, you know what's cool is people have a shelf. Just say they have a Batman shelf or a Spider-Man shelf or a Spawn shelf. And you know what? They have the Lego ones. They have like 3 3/4 inch ones. They have 6-inch ones. They have different sizes of the same character. And I think that looks cool on a shelf. And I'm like, what? That's your excuse for not scaling out? We're talking. See, that's where Sharniman should have turned around and said, no.
Well, he's kind of like in the stuck where if he wants to keep access to people like that, he can't just go bullshit.
Yeah, but I know he was just nodding, saying, yeah. He goes, yeah, okay, I get it. But I'm thinking we're talking about the same line here.
So,
you know what I mean? It's the same.
Oh yeah, I understand. It's just it's absolutely bullshit. And totally understand he can't just call him out on his bullshit because
but
he has to keep if he just calls what he's doing bullshit, he could lose access to have those type of interviews. He's interviewed Todd before.
I know, because he's had a lot of interviews with Todd in the past, but I mean, this is the first I've seen the bits of it, and I'm thinking in my head, is he actually listening to what he's saying? It's cool when you have a shelf of all Spider-Man or Batman or Spawn, and they're all different sizes.
No,
I don't understand that. He goes, oh, you have the Lego ones, and then you have this one, and yeah, but that is a Lego figure. Obviously, it's not going to be the same size as a Marvel Legend figure. Wow. That's the right color. Starting is the right color.
Yeah, if you go with these legs on this body too, you got to do a lot of clearance around the hips. Yeah. So that's rub city right there. But I do like adding the wrinkles to the legs. But adds some height. Let's see,
yeah, the height difference is good. I like it.
My camera's crooked. So adds quite a bit of height to the figure.
You can tell by the shoulders, right?
Yep. I got their heels on the same line here.
Yeah.
You can't tell from the angle, but you can see how much. That's just the. Let's see if I can find a head to throw in here.
Well, the top of this one's head's going to be pretty much about at the mouth or nose of this figure, right?
Hey. Oh, that'll work. I'll grab this.
Okay, but around the eyes or the eyebrows, yeah, that's quite a bit of height. So.
Yeah, might be too tall. Because the character's like 6'4", and that's gonna. So that might be too much. If I stick with the original legs. And go with this. I mean, original boots, I mean. And it does add some height that way too.
We have Kiwi G.I. Joe Customs Collection. How's it going, mate? Smash that like button.
Doing pretty good. Just trying to like figure out a recipe. I'm working on a custom. I got an original character I'm working on, and
Yes, everybody, please do smash that like button.
and oh no, I'm kind of might lean toward more just adding a little bit of height to it.
So keeping this body here.
Yeah, well, I'll go with the blue one, but I'd have to end up painting the legs anyway. But I don't know.
Kiwi says, awesome looking custom work, mate.
Thank you, sir.
And Peggy's your dad. That'll do for me, guys. I'll catch up the rest. Have a good one and good night. You too, my friend. Always good to hear from you.
Have a good night, sir.
Think about it. It's cool that we got people from across the pond listening and watching it, eh?
Yes, sir. And Gary's a good guy. Great guy.
Yeah. What a heart on that guy.
And we got so he's 6'3" and he's 6'4", and this type of build, I think that would actually do it.
So what was the difference from the one that's on the blue right now? The boots are different?
The boots these are long shot boots.
So they're a little longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a bit longer. And you get the there. So I got options.
Well, better to have options than none, right?
Yep. Need to find my other Star-Lords.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is. I keep blanking out on what these are called. Every time I start thinking, I want to say Captain. No, Star-Lord.
Yeah. Quinn Comics is asking, saying good evening, my friend. How you doing, and what are you working on?
I am working on one of my original characters, one of my villains, and trying to decide what bodies works best. Let's say if I take these back off, put these back on this, it's not that much taller. It's actually looks pretty. You put it on the Bucky, it gets really tall. Or like Vulcan, I mean. You got there. You got this is just a temporary head, just the proof of concept. See, it's not that much difference in height this way.
Yeah.
So, do I want the more chiseled, skin tight upper body? Do I want a wrinkled fabric upper body? That's the question.
Quinn's asking how your hand's doing.
It's getting better. They got it taped right now. It's pulling the tendons, so my hand will actually work function a little better.
Yeah.
So it's basically
therapy on it.
Yeah, I started doing therapy on it, and come to find out, I got looking. This Walgreens Zemu, these are the same arms.
Oh.
So you can. I like
And
this.
you got the gloves too.
Yep. And where to put those things? There they are. And these in my fodder. These go to Modern Herc, maybe. And that actually matches the style too. What does it look like on these? Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. I may end up going with this body. I mean, that's a G.I. Joe classified neck. I took the neck off the Domaru.
Does he have a? He has a loose neck too.
Yep.
Oh wow! Did not know that.
No, that actually, those work. That looks actually pretty good. You can put them like this, or I could use these arms. Good evening, sir.
Evening.
We see your face.
I know, weird, huh?
I know. It's like beard's longer than last time I seen it.
Yeah, it happens. I'm out here. I got my kids tonight, so we're just running behind. I'm just getting ready to put some chicken on the grill.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. But what are you up to this evening?
I'm trying to like figure out a recipe for a figure. I'm trying up different mix and matching parts. And one of my original characters, one of the villains, and just trying to get just right. Just don't make them too tall. And I want them taller than the regular, like a Vulcan. So both these options actually work, makes them taller than a Vulcan. The long shot boots and where'd he go?
Sorry about that. I hit the done button because I thought it just needed to be so that part would go away, but it didn't work. So you're making an original character?
Yeah. There you go.
Cool.
I was trying to get I'm wanting to be taller than a regular standard Vulcan.
Yeah.
So I was trying to mix and match parts. I got the Dormammu. I've come here to bargain. Here we go. Dormammu. So I got that body. Some Wonder Man arms, which is basically about the same arms, just the sleeves are different.
Yeah. Sorry, I was executing some mosquitoes there.
The boots are from Long Shot. They're loose, so I'd have to do some heat shrink to tighten them up.
Yeah.
But to add some height to them, makes them a little bit taller than a standard Vulcan.
Yeah.
Also, too, by putting the Wonder Man legs onto a Vulcan, makes it a little bit taller. So I don't know if I want to do the wrinkled shirt or skin tight. Both look good. Both could work for the character. I think I might be leaning toward this.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I got the separate neck piece. I got the best of both worlds, so I got like the ball joint at the bottom, or up and down, then hinges too. And man, that hinge is tight.
I'll tell you what, mosquitoes really like the way I taste. Because as soon as I walk out the door, I get like 5 mosquito bites.
Mighty tasty, apparently.
I sure am.
I like these bracers I found. That works really good. They're ornate looking. Actually looks very much like the artwork.
Yeah.
Cute.
So I'll probably stay on until I'm done grilling and then call it a night.
Yep.
Oh, it's busy when the young'uns are about.
I bet so. Yeah, you can get this these figures pretty cheap off eBay loose, complete.
Oh yeah, the Dormammu ones.
Yeah.
I don't think that figure was very popular.
You had like the better like Build-A-Figure earlier. Then they did like a regular size figure, like its classic design.
Yeah.
I think people were happy, content with the Build-A-Figure.
Well, is he even I mean, I don't read a lot of Doctor Strange, but was he a popular Doctor Strange villain, or was he just popularized by the movie?
Yes and no. Just is Doctor Strange really that popular? Without the movie.
That is a good point. I mean, he's been around for a long time, so.
Oh yeah. It's like, there's been a lot of characters on, but
Someone must be reading them.
Not really take off like the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that third eye in the middle of the forehead thing was regrettable.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Did not look good.
Here's some Thor wrist straps. Not bad. Lots of options.
Yeah.
If this didn't have all this around the chest, I'd about go with this torso, but
yeah, it's a lot that's very specific.
But I like the sculpt and shape of this torso. That's one thing I don't like about the Vulcan. I like sculpted wrinkles for fabric.
Yeah.
It's just without the wrinkles, it's a nude body.
Yeah.
Clothes don't vacuum form to you.
Well, yeah.
Well,
maybe it's those unstable molecules.
Normal clothes don't vacuum form to you.
No, they don't.
Raisin plantains, ninjas at Collector Express. How much are you into total for hot fans? Once set and done, I couldn't find the buy now price. What? I don't know what that is. Hulk Smash, can you hear us? Because if you're talking, we can't hear you. Hulk smash. The Batman car set. Oh, you mean like the McFarlane and plus the upgrade sets? Oh, Fan Home Batmobile. Oh, okay, I just figured it out. Fan Home Batmobile. I don't know a price on it. They sent it to me as sponsor. They're sponsoring the build. I'm not being paid any fee or anything. They just sent it to me for free to give my thoughts, put it together, talk about it, and so I don't know the actual price on it. It is going to be monstrously huge. The thing is massive. It's a 1/8 scale, so it's very impressive.
Can you hear all the locusts out here?
I can.
You can't?
I can.
Oh yeah, they're noisy.
Don't know what look I like. What look I like better. Once I teach this side, I'm sitting there like making a boring stream, just sitting there holding, going back and forth, and trying to figure out what I want to do.
Yeah. I'm grilling some chicken. Sounds like Hulk Smash might be back.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I just stepped away for a bit. Sorry about that.
I didn't know if your audio went out like it does sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do some customizing work.
That's what we all came here to see.
All lined up just right.
So is that the picture of the guy in blue?
Mm-hmm.
One that you wanted the cape attachment for? That held the cape on?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's up on the Discord, and I just can't go look at it right now.
Yeah. How we can get? I know it's like hard for you to get time right now. It's like when eventually like get the file for the chest piece, so I can print that, and make a slight update to the belt buckle and the file for that.
Which belt buckle?
For lore.
Okay, and the neck piece for that one.
Yep. When you first when you first modeled, you were using earlier artwork, and I actually updated the belt buckle to be like almost like a arc reactor looking thing in the belt buckle.
Okay.
My brain's like, what's that thing called again?
Send me the pictures again. I can update it next time I get a chance to get on the computer.
Cuckoo. Trying to figure out how wide I want these to be. I think that'll work. use my grid. Where's my... That'll work.
Like non-stop mosquitoes out here.
That's why I'm in the house.
Yeah, well, I can't grill chicken in the house. I mean, I haven't tried it, but when you want to use a real fire on a real barbecue, you can't do it in the house. I mean, you could, but then you hear a lot more than the fire alarm beeping.
Beep.
Man.
Beep.
I got like 4 or 5 mosquito bites already that I didn't catch them trying to eat me.
What I'm using is the green, the yellow part of the green stuff. I'll stick it to my mat. That way I can push this down so I can cut these all the same. Need 6 of them.
I guess we got uprise and the West Nile virus cases around here lately.
Ooh.
So
Brutal Realms done real well.
did they?
Yeah. Yep. They're getting close to 400,000.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, that tree that busted in my front yard, I got a quote on taking it out so it doesn't fall on the house. And it's like, it's darn near $3,000 just to take it down to the stump. And then if I want the stump ground out, it'll be another like $750. So I'm gonna have to start saving my pennies.
And you were going to buy all those McFarlane figures.
Well, I won't be losing any money on those anytime soon.
One more. And I'll even them out. All right.
How's Don doing? Is he planning on making it this evening?
I haven't heard from him.
I just saw that he put a little poll down in the comments on the thing.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll check that. Yeah, you just put a skull on, didn't he?
Yeah. A lot of insect life out here.
I like that Abyss figure you got.
The Abyssal Knight or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Sold out everywhere, it looks like.
Yeah, I believe it.
Unless you want to pay like $100 some for it.
Yeah.
130.
No, I don't think that's what it was originally.
Like 90, I think.
Yeah. Ah, man, one got me on my finger. Rotten mosquitoes. He must have been quick.
They moved.
The badass review says, I was just watching your Prime video and wow, incredible.
Thank you, sir. One of my favorites. Well, he's basically the mascot of the channel.
It's starting to look good.
All right. Now,
The thing about also is that I don't have to do a whole bunch of dishes afterward.
That's true. It's kind of interesting. You search for Prime, Ultraverse Prime, image search. Custom comes up more than the character.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Characters are
Trying
hard
to
to
get
find
these-
pictures of.
Do what now?
Some of the characters are really hard to find pictures of.
I got back in the days of when I used to torrent stuff.
Yeah.
I was able to pull down all the Malibu comics in CBR format. So I got digital copies of the entire thing.
That's nice. 'Cause I got the comic books that I do have, I like, but it'd be nice, to not have to worry about unpacking them to take a look at them again.
There's that website I posted on the Discord where you can actually. They have a lot of stuff.
All right. Well, my chicken's pretty much done here, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Figure I'd just drop in and let you know what was going on and why I wasn't gonna be able to really make it tonight.
The one thing I actually been thinking about doing before you go is do like a once a month stream where we read a comic book storyline and do like a review of older stories. So they do a discussion panel on that.
That might be something.
He's like bring some awareness of some older stuff and talk about stuff people forgotten about.
All right, sounds good.
Well, y'all enjoy your supper.
Yep. Bye. The cops just drove up.
Later. All right.
Badass Review says I'm watching Ultra Force on Prime.
Nice.
Prime Video has it?
I don't know. I guess they do.
Maybe the US. I haven't noticed them. I gotta check mine.
Tubi has it. Used to have it anyway. You got Tubi up there?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I can get it.
It's a free streaming service.
Yeah, and Badass Review says yes, the whole series is on there. Okay.
Nice.
But I've noticed though there's differences between the U.S. and Canada. Like Netflix Canada and Netflix U.S. Don't always have the same things on them.
Yeah.
So that might be the same for Prime.
So a lot of people suggest getting like a VPN where you can watch as different countries.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, I can't watch it in Canada? Oh,
He says, yeah, they're different. So I didn't realize you can get that change with the VPN. You can change it up.
Yep, that's one of the selling factors. Like people advertise like the VPN is like, oh, you can't get to watch this show in the United States. Oh, I'm in Japan.
Yeah.
All right, get these all cut up evenly, cleaned up, and these will go down the leg like I did before. I did order a cheap Marble Slick Ultron.
Yeah.
So I want those feet.
Oh, they got more of a techie look to them, right?
Yep. And you got the techie look on the boots, plus you got thrusters on the bottom. And they're scaled for this figure.
That works out. I know sometimes you use like that really, really thread-like looking styrene too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that good for like costume, I guess, costume lining or stuff like that?
Yep. This stuff right here.
I've seen you work with it. I've seen you just basically dip it in the glue first and then working with it from there. Oh, did you see that? The cops rolled up on the rest of the neighbor.
I did see that. I can use this for like costume piping.
Yeah.
Or edging too, or you're going to sculpt that.
I was thinking if I got to do my Fantastic Four customs that I was working on, that might be a good idea to use rather than just painting lines.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives off a little bit of a raised detail, right?
Yep.
So many customs I want to get done, but
all right, I want to use this one for a spacer. So I got even space in between each one.
oh yeah.
Okay. Need bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Got the Insta set ready.
Yep. Okay.
I got a habit of when somebody's doing something like this, I don't want to talk.
Well, you gotta talk. We can't have dead sounds.
It's like I'm concentrating just as hard as you are. Jesus.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, that instance, that is a friggin', that is such a lifesaver at times, eh?
Yep.
Now that I've actually got to use it, it's like, oh man, what? I was missing this. Especially like doing something like with the, like this or the O-rings, or you know, you just want to get it set quick, right? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
especially because super glue is not the same as it was.
No, it used to be like when you glued stuff, it was instant.
Yeah, there was no room for error. Now, and good luck getting that stuff off, man. Or I don't know, if you're taking something out, you ruin it. Now
Yep.
it's like I've noticed I've super glued stuff, and then I've literally pulled it off a few minutes later. And
Yep. So
you
I
were
got this
never
one.
able to do that.
I got this one crooked, so I'm just pop it off. Runs it, but it's off.
Yeah.
We gotta cut another one. That's the only thing about putting the top one on the top on the hip. When you do the thigh swivel, it's going to break the line up. But I'll sacrifice that because I want it higher up on the hip.
Yeah.
So I got to cut me another one.
Yeah. Seeing that Brutal Realm stuff all over Instagram.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they've done really well.
Oh yeah. Nice to see that though.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what it is that I kind of appreciate about them too is their prices are fair.
See what?
Their prices are very fair.
Oh yeah.
Like I mean, considering that this is a company that's trying to get things going, right? It's like I don't understand. I see these other Kickstarters or whatever you want to call them. They come up and you're like right off the bat, like $80 US or like $75 US. It's like for a figure. Nobody knows what this figure is going to be like finished. So like who wants to spend that much on a figure that you have no idea what the quality is going to be?
No, too much glue. Just want to put a drop on the top. I like the fact that they can put a good team together too. You got like Artman Customs. He's involved in like doing the prototypes, painting those. Seeing somebody in the customizing community get involved in that.
Yeah.
You got David Bonner involved. He's like one of the founders of like Toy Biz, Marvel Legends.
Yeah. Sith for Life is here. Howdy, y'all. How you doing?
Hello.
I mean, it's tricky. Like, I mean, what was that company that made those Titan and the female bodies a while back?
Maven Collectibles, I think.
Oh, Maven, that's right. Those things didn't end up doing very well.
Well, they were terrible.
They did well, but they didn't make the figures very well. I know you, for example, you got that.
Yeah, Harker sent me those Titans, and there's not much usable out of them. They're kind of really bad.
Yeah. Sith for Life says he should be getting his death's head tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the cops came with a full-on paddy wagon. They pulled 3 people out that he saw.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Good.
Like I said, the only issue we got, like, when I do this, it will break the sculpt, but I don't care. I like it as it is.
For the most part, he's going to be standing straight on the shelf, right?
Yeah. But most poses are going to be like, if you're going to do action poses, you get like that much. So I don't think it's going to be too bad. So if you put it down too low, farther, I don't like how low it is.
Yeah, it's kind of something like that would be a little higher up, I think. That's good like that. Sith for Life says, I don't know who you're making, but it kind of gives a KGB, giving him KGB vibes.
This is an original character, and when he's all together, he don't have any of that kind of vibe. It's almost like a high-tech knight looking guy. Yeah, that's good. Twist this around. No. Yes.
Yeah, this guy's totally not a KGB type character. KGB.
Oh, KG Beast. Yeah. Color scheme, I can see that with currently.
And I'm still getting caught up on posting older customs on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got the whole new batch to go. Too much excitement for trying to grill some chicken, and then sit for like just talk about dinner and a show. Put the push mold on that back of the hair yet, or?
Oh, that's good. I'll do that here in a minute after I finish these.
Got that one stuck. You thinking about getting any of those Brutal Realm figures, or?
I'm thinking about it.
There's a couple that I like the way they look.
Mm-hmm. That one looks good. Good placement. Nice, nice. And now take this back. Just take this, my pencil, and trace me a line.
That's a good way to space it out. Man, you're trying to eyeball them all.
I've done that before.
Good.
Now, take this. And that's all it took.
That's it, eh? Wow.
Blend it in. You took just changing the hair goes from, if I can get the thing to focus.
Looks totally different too, eh? Oh wow.
Same head sculpt, just different hair.
Well, at least now you have the option if you want to make one of them without the helmet on.
Yep. Yeah. It won't grab. There's a little hair in it. I got it. Just need to go back here and knock off the bottom. I have to let that sit up to harden, and that's ready for another coat of primer.
Was that about 24 hours for it to be fully hardened?
Yep.
Still haven't worked with Aves before, so.
People like, one of the things, well, I feel like coming on like my finishes, like I go in, if I see anything it's in flaws in the paint, I go in and take care of it. Having to watch little Puppy this evening because one of my older dogs hurt her back leg, and I was giving her aspirin, like Puppy is dog aspirin, and she snatched one of the pieces of cheese with the one of the aspirins in it.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's not good for puppies.
She's not reacting at all.
So it takes 3 to 4 hours. It was like an hour before the show started, so it takes about 3 hours for it to really get going through her system. Hopefully, it's not enough to hurt her. She's a tiny little thing.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm worried about that.
She's
Well,
he's up pretty good, eh?
Normally, Casey would just try to eat her up to get near her, but where she's not feeling good, she'd just let her take one of the pieces of cheese. The one time I wanted her to like try to eat her up, keep her away, and she didn't.
Have the right hand of Skeletor here. Hi, everyone.
Hello, sir. Blew off my knife. A bit of cleanup. You always get a little bit of glue ooze out. See, what I will do is, before I put my hand in it, that leftover glue on top of that lid.
Is that it?
Yep. That's it.
There's quite a few leaks of figures that in that video I sent you.
Yeah, I stopped watching when you start mentioning Rom the Space Knight as a leak. Is like, dude, it was officially announced as SDC with renders.
Exactly.
It's like, I think your list is bullshit.
I still can't believe out of all that, not even one Hulk related figure. It's such a piss off. besides Scar and She-Hulk, we pretty much haven't gotten really anything other than a whole bunch of reuse on that 80th Hulk body. I'm trying to think, were there any other Hulk-related figures that were released recently in the last couple of years?
Nothing that's not Red Hulk or Ross or Banner. That's only thing's been released on that. The the KOs did Juggernaut.
Yeah, no. What I mean is has there been any other Hulk-related characters other than She-Hulk and Scar?
Oh,
and a whole bunch of 80th anniversary issue. Like they've used that buck so many times already, right? But
oh, they got that new torso now, the upper torso, which looks like ass. Literally looks like an ass.
it looks like a baby's ass. You're right. It's like there's no muscle definition whatsoever on there.
I don't know what they were thinking. It's like, if you're going to redesign that torso, allow it to do like forward movement to butterflies.
You'd think. I'm trying to think. Back a couple of years, we've gotten She-Hulk, and I guess you count Movie Banner as.
Well, we got the new She-Hulk on the retro card.
Yeah, She-Hulk. And we got the. I don't know how many years now it's been since they released that the Disney Plus She-Hulk. Good figure.
The color was wrong.
Yeah, totally.
Sculpt was good. The sculpt was fine. Color was wrong, and for some reason they gave her like a bored, neutral expression. Even though she smiled a lot on the show.
Oh, she was always smiling on the show. That's what I don't get. It's true. They should have that really needed an extra head. And you know what? If it was going to give us two different heads, I still wouldn't want that head. I would either want the angry one, and of course the smiling one, which should go with almost every She-Hulk.
Yep. And the color scheme should have been right too.
Very pale. Name withheld's here. Hey everyone.
Well, those are. There we go.
Perfect.
What I'm debating about doing is don't want to have with Prime is big enough where I can do like the cape, the magnets on the cape, and no issue.
Yeah.
Problem here is if you do that, the cape sits up too high. So I'm actually thinking about drilling holes like here and here.
It's off camera right now.
Nope. Drilling holes from here and here, and put the magnets down deep, and then have magnets on the cape where they go down into the holes. Then, like when you want to take the cape off, you can have like plugs that go in here.
So it'll be a little more flush, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm debating about doing. Not sure.
Name withheld's asking what you're working on.
I'm working on a 3.0 lore. Where did I put his head at? Helmet head. I laid it somewhere. There it is.
Star Nickel Home Studio says, "Bye." Just kidding. I'm still here.
So. Got the jet boots on here, which needs new feet. Got the, this is a Warpath belt, ground off the pouches off the front. All 3D print buckle and through some other straps and stuff with styrene.
Yeah. You know, Name Withheld speaking our language right now. He's asking what we think about a retro-carded Hulk wave. All day, every day.
Big. You can do a lot of supporting characters too. You can do General Ross, Rick Jones, Betty. You can do Betty in like a couple different head sculpts for like her brown hair from her original look to in the 90s. She had a short blonde hair.
You know what? There's a lot they could do with the Hulk. The only bad thing about it is I think it would need more than one wave, which is fair. How many freaking retro X-Men waves are there? Retro Iron Man waves, or you know what I mean? Spider-Man waves.
Yeah.
Give us a couple of Hulk waves, man.
Instead, we get Hulks as part of Hulk characters in waves of Iron Man. You get She-Hulk with Iron Man wave.
Yeah, Name Withheld saying they can make a 90s cartoon She-Hulk. She'll look good on the cartoon.
Yep.
Oh, man. Think about all the villains they could make if they really wanted to. The only problem with it is...
We need a better leader, because the last leader figure sucked.
Oh, jeez. That thing was awful, man.
Yep.
The only issue is a lot of the figures, if we're talking about a Hulk wave, if we're not going with regular-sized characters, they're all going to be at a more expensive price point at this the way it's going right now, like maybe $50 a figure.
So there you go. Well, I ended up want to mount these shoulder pads like similar to I did my first one. I'm going to drill a hole through the front and make them rock. Right now they're just fill them a sticky tack. But the proportions and everything is much better on this one.
Yeah, we do need a Thunderbolt Ross figure, though, eh?
Yep. The Lieutenant Colonel or one crazy one that was also in love with Betty.
Talbot,
that's it. I couldn't remember his name right off. Talbot, Ross,
Samson,
Doc Samson. Yep.
Betty, Rick, Mark, maybe even Marlowe.
Gargoyle.
Yeah.
But
he's recently emerged in the comics again, eh? I seen a.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't read it. I don't read either. But I saw a post on my Google page just saying that apparently there's a character. There's some kind of young Avengers crew. They're called the Sidekicks. They're sidekicks of some of the heroes. You got Thor's got one called something Ruin, and there's a teenage boy version of Captain Marvel. Hulk's sidekick is called Titan. they're not actually with the heroes, or they have their own
Mhm.
team. And Titan basically looks like a teenage version of Hulk wearing an Iron Man type suit. And it's just been revealed that it's all been a ruse. He's actually Gremlin. So Gremlin's emerged in the comics again. I guess the suit is almost like a Hulk, like the Mecha Hulk type suit or something.
Yeah. Well, my dogs are going nuts upstairs. I think we're going to have to call it night.
Yeah, his name is Zax. Zax, the electric guy that fights the Hulk.
All right, guys. I hate to cut it short tonight, but my dogs are going crazy. I need to go up. But anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Hulk Smash, and
you're welcome.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. And we got the Geek Fusion tomorrow night, and we got the WIP IT Sunday on Sunday. So we'll catch y'all later.
Take care, guys.
Have a good night.